Welcome to this video on the Bangsamoro Investment Roadmap 2026 to 2035. We will explore strategic options and investment roadmap drawn from context analysis, quantified SWOT analysis, and dynamic systems mapping approaches fostering a resilient and ethical economic ecosystem in the region. We have identified 4 distinct strategic pathways to scale regional value creation. While options like halal economy dominance, green economy monetization, and infrastructure-first enabling have their merits, our analysis shows that the highest leverage lies in option 4, integrated ecosystem development, which synchronizes these strategies to prevent systemic bottlenecks. While isolated strategies excel in specific niches, only the integrated ecosystem strategy consistently performs across all 7 dimensions, from economic impact to identity alignment, yielding a dominant weighted score. With a high weighted score, the integrated ecosystem development strategy is the only pathway mathematically projected to achieve our 2035 objective of a 550 billion peso regional product, while driving poverty incidence sustainably below 20%. Isolated strategies often fail because they ignore the reinforcing synergies between sectors. Our integrated approach ensures that agriculture feeds industry, logistics connects markets, and Islamic finance supports the entire system. The strategy is defined by precise sequencing. Layer 1 primes the system through infrastructure and governance. Layer 2 generates scale via the halal park and green economy. Layer 3 distributes wealth by capturing global capital through trade connectors. Our metrics architecture uses a 4-tier approach, measuring success against rigorous global standards to guarantee real local socioeconomic impact. This cascades from global benchmarks down to regional execution and provincial-level transformation. We have established specific targets for each cluster across 3 milestones: 2028, 2030, and 2035. These targets range from increasing priority crop yields and certifying thousands of MSMEs to achieving full broadband connectivity and significant Islamic banking penetration. For global benchmarks, we are focused on aligning with OIC and ESG standards. Key goals include reducing halal certification times by 30%, increasing renewable energy shares, expanding forest cover, and significantly reducing poverty. By comparing national targets with regional execution, our strategy aggressively works to pull BARMM's macroeconomic indicators closer to national averages, necessitating faster growth relative to the rest of the Philippines. Alignment is critical. We are targeting a move from our current 45 to 60-day baseline for halal certification to a 15-day benchmark, mirroring international standards while tracking progress across governance, environmental, and social domains. The balanced scorecard demonstrates that no metric exists in isolation. It shows how a single strategic objective, such as establishing a halal export hub, requires synchronized learning, internal process, and financial KPIs to reach the desired outcome. This pyramid structure illustrates how intangible assets drive financial impact. It moves from human capital and peacebuilding at the base, through operational excellence, to stakeholder value, ultimately yielding the target economic growth. Our 2035 scorecard covers 4 key perspectives: financial targets for investment approvals, stakeholder targets for job creation, internal process goals for digital registration, and learning objectives for functional literacy. This final view shows the causal linkages of the balanced scorecard. It demonstrates how building intangible assets and operational excellence creates the value proposition necessary to achieve long-term economic compounding and regional growth. The core concept that intangible capabilities directly drive tangible economic outcomes is like a tree. Our strategy rests on the roots of learning and growth, supported by the trunk of internal processes and the branches of stakeholder engagement, ultimately yielding financial fruits like GRDP and exports. Our financial and stakeholder perspectives outline a roadmap for robust growth. We are targeting 550 billion pesos in GRDP and 40 billion in exports, while simultaneously prioritizing 85% investment retention and 50% financial inclusion for the region. To achieve these results, we focus on internal process efficiency and continuous learning. Key initiatives include one-day business registration and the training of over 100 halal officers, ensuring that our governance and workforce capabilities are aligned with international standards. Ultimately, data trends do not determine our destiny, strategy does. By stacking our tiers from learning and growth up to financial outcomes, we create a solid foundation where executing intangible assets directly fuels our long-term economic achievements. Our 10-year implementation timeline is structured across 3 phases. Phase 1 builds our foundations, Phase 2 accelerates our investment in value chains, and Phase 3 achieves global integration by 2035. The total projected capital requirement for these 3 strategic phases is estimated at 120 to 160 billion pesos, supporting the transition from initial development to long-term economic prosperity. During the first 3 years, we focus on removing barriers to growth. By operationalizing the Bangsamoro Halal Board and meeting energy milestones, we build the support architecture required for industrial scaling. In the acceleration phase, we scale our ecosystem. This involves making the Halal Park operational, activating carbon revenue streams, and expanding Islamic banking across all provincial capitals to create a vibrant economic corridor. By 2035, the vision is realized. As a premier ASEAN Halal hub with OIC endorsement, we will have transformed our economy, created 20,000 new jobs, and successfully reduced regional poverty below 20%. This transition marks a new chapter for the Bangsamoro, demonstrating how synchronized ecosystem development creates lasting and tangible value for our stakeholders and citizens. This roadmap represents our shared commitment to stability and growth. We are building the infrastructure and processes that will define the region's future success. Looking ahead to 2035, the alignment of our learning, process, stakeholder, and financial goals ensures that our growth remains inclusive, sustainable, and globally competitive. With 550 billion pesos in projected economic output, we are setting a new standard for development and positioning ourselves as a leader in the global halal marketplace. The strategy is clear. By investing in our people and processes today, we secure the financial prosperity of tomorrow for every person in the Bangsamoro. The Bangsamoro is now open for business, backed by 71 billion pesos in social stability foundations and a clear, actionable legislative framework designed to invite and sustain global investment. We invite you to invest in a future-ready, resilient, and culturally rooted Bangsamoro. Magsuko!